On in. Hmm. I'm like, welcome on in, welcome on in. What are you doing? Okay. Welcome on in. Come in, come in. Getting a little bit of a. I wanted to come on earlier, but my phone was busy this morning, and then I had to go out and a client that needed some help with some crystals for himself and his family. Ended up doing some teachings. Then while I'm doing the teachings, then some young ones, you know how the young ones are, wanted to learn some things. And I like the young ones think, how do you do that? How do you turn on the crystal? Can you show me? And I'm like, yeah, I can show you, little one. I can show you. That's why I got my hat on, because I've been just on this run. I have a lot to do. I have to make some more disc. I put out my first dual disc today. I did a dual disc and gave it to a client that was having some migraines and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to hearing how he's going to be doing afterwards. But let's just get ourselves centered and welcome on in, welcome on in. Get your water or your spray, get your oil so you have it. I already have my fire going behind me. I've already been synced up today, obviously, for all the things that was going on. So this is where, remember yesterday I said I was going to have the private group set up. Went to my, thank you. Went to my Telegram to go set it up. I had to put a new app on, but it didn't have it. The one I originally had back a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, 4, maybe 5, counting. Who's counting? Had a way that you could have a group thing on it, and I couldn't find it. I was like, oh. So I said, okay, is Telegram going to be a place I need to go? So I said, void it, move on. I said, how about Instagram? Went on there. I was trying to figure out, okay, I can create a group, but where's the thing? So the group is made. You know what I'm getting ready to say. You know I'm getting ready to say the F word. On Facebook. A private group. So now here's where it gets interesting. All right, you ready? What time is it in your area? Okay. Now pay attention to what I'm saying, because you're only going to get one chance at this. You can't have no excuses. Understand? If you are watching this video and you have been busy doing your work, you signed up for your 9-day transformational work. All of us here in Beast of Light are doing that. You're watching the videos, you're coming on, you're getting your info, you're getting your promptings. If you decide to align with the Pyramid Healing Group, you have to sign up today. If you sign up today, it is free for you. Now, those of you that have taken pyramid studies from me, you're already in it for free. I just have to get your info to get you in, put you into the group. So if you're on Facebook, you got a name or something, go on and look for the picture of Pyramid Healing. Okay, sign me up. Cosmic Flower, I would love to have you in there. Now, there's no charge. You want to know why? I thought it was funny, and I kept it low, but I thought it was funny how Spirit says, use that, put it together like you used to do back in the day. It's okay. Go over and do it. You're being a service for the people. Pick the location. It'll be a lot easier. Just do it. It'll move smoothly. Sure enough, I go over there, set everything up. Everything just went boom, 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 boom. I go, okay, fine. We'll be over here. All right, fine. So you have to sign up today because I'm going to close the door tomorrow morning. So whoever gets in, you're getting this medicine. This is a no joke medicine. This is not pulling your DNA strands and messing with you. I don't do that. I don't have time for that. This is medicine that people pay for to learn how to do it along with their spiral light. Okay, this is part of spiral light. But because of what we are moving through and what's happening, it's so needed right now. Let me give you an example of how perfect it is. I did my sync up this morning. Phone just ringing off the hook. I'm working, trying to get, okay, this is going, okay, you had this happen. All right, I got you set up. I'm going to put you inside I'm going to send you your codes. Okay, I'm going to make that for you. Okay, I got you down. All right, have a good day. I'm going to check in with you tomorrow. Boom, boom, boom. Those of you that ever had a session with me, you know how I am. So I get it synced up. I get another text. I'm trying to get into the shower and get started. Get another one. Are you available? I like to go and be able to go get the crystals I need to push out the EMF because, you know, she's trying to heal her body. And then I got family on the East Coast that's having problems with so much influctuation of EMF in their homes. You got any suggestions? Where can I meet you? I need you to take me somewhere where I can get the things I need and I can mail it out. I'm like, okay. So then I go meet the client. I'm going to show you how good the pyramid is. I activated my pyramid this morning, and I did it late, around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Did it really, went back to sleep, activated it. So I'm in my pyramid, walking around. We go to the store location that he wants to get black tourmaline, he wants to get shungite, he wants to get spheres, he wants to get pyramid. He says, whatever it is you tell me to get, I'm buying it. Money price is no object. And I want to also pay for your time, or if there's something in here you would like, I would like to pay for that too, as a part of saying thank you for your time, your energy, because I want to have that energy exchange. I said, ooh, I like it when people understand that, because that's the number one rule about keeping the medicine. An energy exchange. You can't just keep taking, and you never give something to keep that medicine. All right. So I'm like, all right. So we meet. Keep in mind, this all happened before coming on here. That's why I still got my beanie hat on. And we meet up. I take him over to the Sacramento Crystal Code shop, company shop. I said, this is going to be the best place to take him. And I totally what his religion belief was. He's doing this for a reason, because he's really trying to keep the high frequency energy out of his space, and with his loved ones that he's helping, so he can send everything over. And I said, okay, we're going to go to this crystal store. So it was perfect. We walk in. Now get this. Now keep in mind, I'm in my pyramid energy. I got that going. All right. Keep in mind now. So I walk into the crystal store, and the lovely ones are sitting there, the two young ones. And they go, oh, hi. I go, hi, lovelies. How are you? They said, fine. Ain't nobody in there. They just sitting there and sitting there gabbing. And I'm like, hi, lovely. So I'll walk in with my client. He goes, this is beautiful. I say, isn't it nice? He goes, I like this. I said, okay. So check. Right alignment, right vibe. Check. So I'm like, okay. So I take him over, and all of a sudden I'm just in this teaching mode. Now, I'm not even in the store for 10 minutes yet. All of a sudden, people start coming in, flooding in through the store. Just women bringing in their kids, people coming in 2 at a time, 3 at a time. A whole group came in, talking and looking, and oh, I want this, I want that, I'm buying. And girls were like, what the hell is going on? I start laughing. And my client said, what you laughing about? I said, I've only been in here 10 minutes. She goes, yeah, I kind of got busy here. All of a sudden, I said, yeah, if it gets too much, I'm going to probably have to step out because it'll be overwhelming for them to get hit like that. So I just kind of calmed it down and watched, and people came in, and there was one thing that totally caught my eye. This one guy, or I should say, this one person, I'll say it that way. He goes, I've never been into a crystal store before, and I don't know why. I just felt like instead of going to Hallmark, for some reason, I just stepped off in here. I just wanted to come in here. I've never bought any crystals, but I saw something that caught my eye, and this is my first time buying a crystal. This is awesome. I'm going to have to come in here more often. And I was like, okay. So let's just put it this way. I went through the teachings with my client, told him what they were going to need, what he needed to send to his family on the East Coast to help, where their home was, what they were getting inundated with, what to use. Let's just put it like this. Spheres, not little ones, those big crystal spheres of shungite, quartz, pyramids, necklaces, God, what else? Let's just put it like this. When he rung up the price, I was like, and they said, do you have a membership? I said, I'll take the points for that. I put it just like that because I know when I go in on my next visit to that store, I'm going to get a huge discount off of something that I want because of the amount he spent in there. Yeah. Let's just put it like this. Money was no problem. No problem. Whatever they wanted to, that's what he got, exactly what I said. So I was like, whoa. So after we were done, I picked out a couple of things I wanted. He paid for it. I saw this one. Now the other one, I gotta figure out where I put it because I have some new medicine stuff I'm gonna be doing. And it's with copper. But I saw it and I said, you know what? I just want that right there. And he goes, you just want that? I said, yeah. He goes, what is that? I said, it's a Vogel. And it's a pretty one. And it's a pretty strong one. See that face in there? See that fire? Yes. Uh-huh. So then the young lady, when she picked it up, she goes, oh, we got bigger ones. I said, honey, I got a big Vogel at home that's the size of my arm. She goes, really? Yeah. And that was gifted to me. She goes, I go, yeah, that's the same effect I had when it was given to me. So he went ahead and got me this one, and I'm going to supercharge this one. This one is a super healer Vogel, because if you look real closely, this line right here, when it was forming that crystal, it was cracking, but the crystal said, no, going to heal it. So it healed itself. Okay, pay attention, lovelies. When you get your crystals and you look at your crystal, I'm trying to get it to stabilize. Thank you for doing that. You see that fire in there? You see that? You want those crystals that got those iridescent of firelight rainbows in it. That's a mixture of that water that got caught in that crystal, and it's other minerals that's helping you to do that. That's your charger, okay? Then when it's cracked like that and it keeps going, that's the super healer. It heals itself. When you use this Vogel for your healing work or sending healing to others, it is that 10 to 100 times more potency in it when you're using it. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So then they're wrapping up everything. The girls are like, and I said, you like how busy it got in here? And they said, yeah, could you come in more often? I started laughing. I said, I get that every time I come in here, it can get busy. But this one was very, very noticeable. And the young lady heard me telling my client how to turn the crystals on. I said, crystals don't mean anything. They look very pretty, but if you don't know how to turn it on and tell it what to do, it's just sitting there. You got to give them something to do. They like to be told what to do. And he goes, well, how do you turn it on? I go, tap it, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn it on. Now, keep in mind, I had to prove to him how energy works. Okay, that's my client. All right, I had to show him how if you put a shungite together and put it with another quartz crystal or a Lemurian, how it's going to amplify. If you buy a sphere, it's going to be 360 degrees around. If you're working with a pyramid, it's the amplification of acceleration of what you're working with. So I had to show him how that worked. So I get my little pendulum. I show him how you have to keep your head aligned. You don't be doing all this when you're doing your pendulum. And I said, okay, now I want you to watch me. I'm going to show you how the pendulum works. It's going to just read the energy. I'm going to show you when the crystal is on and when it's off. I asked the crystal, is it on? Pendulum ain't moving. I do my little thing, turn it on. Pendulum's going crazy. It's on. Okay. And the girls behind the counter are like, and they start looking around the store and they're like, and I go, hold that thought. So then the client says, okay, so you're not moving the pendulum. The pendulum is actually moving because I'm watching your hand. You're not actually swinging it. I go, what the hell I want to swing it for? That's the purpose of getting the answer. I don't have time for that. Keep up. This is energy teaching. So then he's like, okay. And then he goes, well, what does it look like? Can you turn it off? I said, yeah, I can turn the crystal off. Tap, tap, circle opposite direction. Line goes down. Like a light switch. Up for light, down for no light. Okay, there you go. All right. Up for light, down for no light. So then I go and test it out. And the pendulum's not moving. Crystal's off. The girls were like, I love the young ones. They're so cute. The young girls are like, the young one behind the counter does this. Could you show me that again, how you turn the crystal on? Because I go, why you want, I really want to learn that. Can you show me? I go, okay, I'll show it again. So everybody pulls in, they're watching, and I do it again, show them how it goes on, how it goes off, and do the proof. Showed how a shungite and the quartz, when you put the two together, how they emanate and boom, make this huge mass of energy in where they're sitting, and it sends it out. And was able to show how far and how the pendulum was spinning out, and it was showing it. And they were like, wow. I said, okay, you see that crystal over there in the corner, that big old pretty Lemurian you got over there? They had a big pretty Lemurian, about this big, this wide, just sitting there, off. I go over there. I said, you want me to turn it on? They go, yeah, you turn it on. I go, hi, lovely, how you doing? You just so pretty. Look at you, all your light and glory. You ready to turn on? We felt this. He goes, oh, I felt that. The girls are like, can we just go through and start turning on the crystal? I said, don't you dare start turning off. You will blow your butt out of this area. That's a lot of energy. You just turn on a few, and then they'll start talking to each other and gently vibrate at that level of comfort. You turn on all of them, you're going to blow yourself out of this space. It's going to be too much for your little crown chakra to handle. They go, oh yeah, that makes sense. So it was a joy to be able to do that. That was one of those promptings, because I said, how can I be of service today? I'm seeking up, I'm aligning. Starting off my day in my meditation of talk, connecting. Okay, how do you keep dark beings from interfering with the pendulum? Honey, don't set your intention up with dark beings. What are you talking about? Dark beings. When you're working with the light, they don't want to be bothered with that. Now, if you were setting your pendulum up and you all depressed, got anxiety going on, feeling low in your vibration, then yeah, they're going to mess with you because you're exactly the match for them. You're easy. Easy target. They're going to, gotcha. Okay. I keep getting a no. What's your question? What are you asking? When you work with your pendulum, and that, by the way, Cosmic Flower, that's a good question. Okay. Find out, are you supposed to be using a crystal one? Try a wood one that's made of wood pendulum. That's a good question, though. This is why I do what I do. Box full of pendulums and cedar wood. Some red willow bark. Yeah. All right, let's dig in here. How y'all doing? Okay. Hopefully, because this is the one that fell over that day I told you about. And I walked in and found it tousled over like somebody was going through it. Let me get this one off of here. So a wooden one, this one has the, what's cotton belly? Here it is. A wooden one, that's just wood, all right? So you might need to switch to a wooden one. And here's the thing, if you keep getting no, did you ground in center? Did you bring the light straight through you? Did you drink water? Make sure you got water flowing. Because if you got any blockages going on and you're dehydrated, your pendulum's not going to be able to connect with your energy force light going up to source. Okay? Number one rule, got to be hydrated and make sure that you are aligned. And when you are doing your pendulum, your neck stays leveled. You don't be doing all this. Is that a yes or a no? You don't be doing all that. Don't be moving your neck all around. Keep the neck stationary. The eyes are the ones that drop to look. You keep the neck and the head aligned with the spine and the crown when you're getting your information. Now, for me, yes, Donna, that is correct. I like to program my pendulum, and I'm going to tell you why. I want to know what my yes is and what my no is, not an energy outside telling me what its yes is and its no is, because I don't know what that is. Okay? So my yes is this. My no is don't move. Clear. No trying to, oh, it looks like a maybe. No, that ain't no maybe. Don't move is no. So when I program it, that's what I do. So now my head is level, my neck is level, chin is level, okay? Show me yes. Eyes drop. Show me no. See that? You got to do that, okay? So if you're still getting a no, go back, smudge, what have you, clear it. You can just clear it. And then go and program it and say, okay, this is going to be my yes. This is going to be my no. You don't move. And then you make sure you're hydrated, drink your water, and then align. And then you just drop in your eyes. Show me yes. Show me no. There you go. Easy peasy. Piece of cut. Same if you're working with L rods. Crossing means yes. Wide open means no. So I cross my rods. That's my yes. And I open them up and say that's my no. Same thing. Keep the head level. Drop the eyes to see what the result is. You're not doing this because as soon as you do this, you break the arc. You arc it. It's not straight anymore. See the difference? You keep the head straight on the line. It's going straight up. Okay? So you have that coming straight through. All the way down your spine when you get your information. That's how the pendulum works. It works on the energy of your divine connection to source, asking the question in the ethers. Okay. So that's how you break that. You get crystal ones. I got all kind of crazy ones in here. But I like to keep them all in a box with some cedar. Just like that. Some hang out, depending if I got to have it. Like this one, I keep it on my altar. And then I have sea orchid ones that's for the bathtub that are made of orchids, I should say. So for all you lovely Murs out there, this is a sea orchid one. Like a shell. It's made out of a shell. And this is like the water. When I'm in the bathtub, I'll use this one or a crystal amethyst one when I'm looking for some answer or something. Don't be telling on me. Stop. So that's what I use. Okay. Any questions? Everybody good? Got that? So, needless to say, I did the teaching, and that's how I started off my day. And the reason why it's surging so much right now is because we're in that doorway of the spring equinox. We just walked through the portal. So now, lovelies, you need to get ready. I put the post up. I'm going to put the other post up of what Stefan Burns said this morning. He must put that post out late last night because I was feeling it. I was knocked the hell out last night. I was in bed and I was like, I woke up, I was like, oh. What happened? I'm sleeping. Slept good. Took a nice hot bath last night. Magnesium. I took my Epsom salt bath, drank my magnesium and salt and baking soda. I gave everybody a homework assignment last night. Get your butt in the bathtub. You want to know why I was telling you that? Because we got hit again with another big falafel size of plasmic light. Can you feel it? That light is coming in. I don't give a doggone flying hoot holler what they got trying to cover up in that sky. That light will come through no matter what. Which is why I was talking about the codes. The codes that are coming in. I did a bath with the sea salt. Good. The codes that are coming in, y'all got to take these codes in. All right. The pyramid work is going to help you to even facilitate the codes even more and to really get that in. They were spray. I know. Honey, I know. They spray that stuff all the time. But here's the thing. When you're staying in your divine frequency light, the test here for all of us, we have to maintain our light. The whole thing, keep your light down, keep you in submission. Don't want you to wake up anymore because you're causing the whole infrastructure to come down. And if you keep taking in all your light, they're not going to be able to stay here. Oh, well, too bad. Light yourselves up. Here we go. So that light is so coming in and it's bringing in more higher divine codes if you are ready to take them in. Now, keep in mind, when you're sitting in your pyramid and you're working with this purity of light, connecting in the divine, when you put yourself in that and you're in the pyramid, it's amplified and it's accelerated when you take it in. Okay. That's why I love working with the pyramid. The pyramid was the first thing that got introduced to me when I was going through my healing. I kept saying, why am I seeing all these pyramids all over the place? They would be in the air. They'd be, what is this? And then boom, I get this teaching in the middle of the night asleep about pyramids and how to activate it, how to turn it on so you can use it. Don't you just love it? Like caviar, you just... So that's how this works. Your oil today, the plasmic light that's coming in is going to be super intense. Please be aware of where you're going on the weekends. It really is hitting hard today, and it's really going to be heavy by the evening time where you're going to really feel it. Now, remember what I showed you yesterday, and in the private group, I'll go deeper into those teachings and stuff of why when you're using your pyramid, how you can really work with yourself. You can use it with your animals. You can use it on the building where you're living. You can use that pyramid of what you need to do the healing with. Okay, but you really have to be able to master the self and master your energy and set your intentions and know what you set your intention for. That's the only outcome that's coming out. You don't ever say things, oh, I don't want any dark being energy. Don't ever say that, because immediately you just took your energy down. If you're not purposely going out associating with the dark beings and having a lineup with them, having party times with them, you're good to go. All right. So everyone that's a Be So Light family member in here, your Be So Light, that word stands for be in your light. Be your light. Shine bright. Shine like a diamond. Like a diamond. Okay? Oh, God. Oh, now my private group is going crazy. I've been busy all day. Want to know why I've been busy all day? Because I said, and everybody, did you do your sync up this morning? Make sure you're doing that, and then make sure at night you're doing your gratitude. I put Melanie's teaching in the group, so if you need extra boosting, please go check out the video. But here, now today is March 21st. March 21st is when everything changed for me. March 21st is when everything changed for me. I want you to sit there and say it. Feel it. March 21st is the day that everything changes for me. This is the day that I am able to see what are my cycling, looping pattern thoughts that keeps me looping back and forth in those thoughts, that I actually can go in and get rid of it. So you want to know what Spirit gave me last night, which was so cool because I was in the bathtub. You know, that's portal. So I'm there, and I'm once again, soaking, being in the moment. Eyes are covered with my towel, and I see this. I was like, I go, now what? What? And I don't see it. I put the towel back on and I go, what is that? Okay, what is that? So have them put a line through it, exit out, and say deactivated, cancel. And then it's easy for them to put their new thought in, because now they physically mind did it, imprinted it, and they can see it, and it's telling the mind, oh, that's no longer available. That whole thing is no longer available. Okay, now I got to go to the new thought process. I said, done. Because sometimes when you snap out of it, you got to catch it, and then you got to tell yourself, okay, I gotta get rid of it. Hi, lovely. Got to get rid of that. And then you do the whole thing. So I want you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. I want you to think of something that's a looping thought for you, something that you're saying. Okay. Is it about your weight? Is it about money? Is it something that you're fearing? Is it something that you're dealing with? Pick that one thing. I want you to see it. Okay. What is the sentence of it? Is it, I'll use mine. My body weight has been compromised by high cortisol levels and dealing with cortisol levels and prednisone. Okay. I'm detoxifying my body from the steroids. Okay, so now I see the problem. My brain is saying, yeah, you keep thinking your weight is on because of this. Okay, now I see the sentence of the weight, cortisol, steroid, weight issues. I'm going to put a big line through it, red line through it. You're going to see the words getting cut in half. Then you're going to take and you're going to put big X over it and another X on it and X it out. And then you're simply saying canceled, the word canceled, and then the word deactivated. Deactivated and canceled. All right. So now that sentence, when you're seeing it, and you see and you're imagining yourself Xing it out, you're making that brain work that neural pathway thought and etching it out and saying no to it. So now you consciously have just turned it off. So now we're going to put the new one in. My body is now releasing. My body is now healthy and at a wonderful, healthy weight. My body is slim and trim, toning up. Okay, so now I see that one. So I'm going to say it again to myself. My body is nice and slim and toning up right now. Okay, so now my mind just made a new thought and it smoothed itself out from my first thought of what I was thinking of. My body is now slimming and trimming, toning up, detoxifying easily. Boom. Okay, I like that one. So now that sentence I'm looking at, because I'm going to treat it as a line. And I'm like, okay, activate that. Activate that. Activate that. Activate that. I tap on my third eye. I like to do the tap on the third eye. And then I bring it to the heart and breathe it in. And feel into it. Lungs are healthy. Asthma under control. Anything that was a steroid or high cortisol levels being interfered by that is now returning to a beautiful, balanced homeostasis of the body. And breathe that in. Activate. All right? The reason why we're catching this stuff and rewriting it and activating it is because you're going to see it in your auric field. It's going to make it so much easier for you to align with what you want to have. Make those changes faster because you don't have these little energies tripping you up. So now you're consciously stopping it, seeing a line of it, and now you line it, X, 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 X. You're saying cancel it and it's deactivated, it's transmuted, it's gone. It's just no more. Mind is totally gone. You're telling the brain it's deactivated. That's deactivated. The brain's going to say, oh, okay. Now you see the new thought and you think, here's the new thought. I'm giving myself the new thought. Giving myself the new thought. See what I'm doing? This is the new thought. This is the new thought. This is the new thought. Right here. It's a meridian for a new thought. On the left hand, because you're sending it. Left side receives it. Okay? Right hand, right index is sending the new thought. Get it? Then you put the hand over the heart and feel into it. You make it so by your breath. This becomes the new thought. When we breathe into and the energy and we feel into it, your breath and the feeling into it is bringing that beautiful signal into every part of your cells and is saying, oh, something new? Okay. I like that. Does that make sense? Does everybody feel that? You feel what I'm saying with that? Okay. So this is going to be the night where if you'd like to take another medicine bath, which some of you probably will because the energy is going to be so flipping high, It actually, if you're out, please make sure you cover your crown, because you're going to feel like you're drunk. You're going to be like, yes. Yes, protect that crown. Protect your crown. All right. Is everyone good with what I just said? Any questions? Anything going on before we go forward and get into today's read? So that was the message today about the codes that are coming in. Now, your codes when they're coming in, when you're working with the pyramid energy, it allows you to receive those codes and anchor them. They're not going to be getting all snatched up in Never Never Land out here by the artificial hoo-ha stuff that's going on out here. That's why you're concentrating, you're doing this. Because that's the problem. That's the one that's making people go, what are they coming here to get? Where was I on my way? Oh, I got to go this way. Oh, I'm in the wrong lane. That stuff is all about messing with the mind, because it's little tiny particles of that stuff. So in the private group, we're going to jump into what they're really doing with that. Okay? So you sign up today. On your Facebook, you're going to be looking for It's under a private. It means you can see it, but if you want to be in it, if you have Messenger, then you'll sign up in your Messenger. But let me do this real quick, and then I'll switch over to what it looks like, because I'm on my phone teaching you guys this. All right, so today is the 21st, obviously. This is the day that everything changes for you. Everything changes for you for the highest good on the organic timeline of Mother Earth, the true, higher, positive timeline of Mother Earth. Everything today changes for you because you're anchoring in. Because what? You're implementing your divine will. Okay? So today's kin is 257. We have the red planetary Earth. I perfect in order to evolve, producing synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the planetary tone of manifestation. I am guided by the power of life force. The color is red, the planet is Uranus, and the chakra is the heart. The earth family is core, and we do have a room. Da, 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 da. And so then the message of what is targeting us is going to be the first cosmos. It's back here, back of the head. Cosmic creation, pre-consciousness, sphere is right here. Okay, alpha wave right here, and it's going into the gate 108. Okay, so our when we do the galactic alignment with the planets, and we're talking, and we talk about what is the alignment energy of the day, that energy is fluctuating with you. It's showing you where it is. Gives you that know ahead. So you're knowing. So defense, the rune. Okay, so it's about the powers of Yao Tree, and it says, as we are tested, we found the power of the avert blockages and defeat. At the same time, we develop in ourselves an aversion to conduct that creates stress in our lives. So what's creating stress in your life? This is also perseverance and foresight are called for here. The ability to foresee consequences before you act is a mark of the profound person. The doers, and yet even more than we are doers, we are deciders. Once the decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless, for then the universe supports and empowers our action. Okay? So the Iwas is the one that's doing that. Receiving the Iwas, you are put on notice that through inconvenience and discomfort, growth is promoted. This may well be a trying time. Certainly, it is a meaningful one. So set your house in order, tend to the business, be clear, and wait on the will of the heavens. Okay, so you know how in the morning I tell everyone, okay, you're going to do your water, your oiling, however you're wanting to get yourself centered. You're going to center yourself up. You're going to sync up, get connected, get quiet in the self, center and breathe. What is the message? What's my intentions today? What am I giving thanks for? I'm above ground. I give thanks for that. I'm breathing. I give thanks for that. I'm able to walk. I give thanks for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got a roof over my head. I give thanks for that. And I'm being of service. And my needs are being met. I give thanks for that. So when you activate with those words and you put that out there, that energy is now in your etheric, your subtle body self, your auric field. And now it's moving like this. That's why I'm so attracted to the jellyfish, because it moves. It has the buoyancy in your auric field. It's like that. Jellyfishes are beautiful to look at and watch how they move. They're so pretty. They just... He got a haircut today and then an immediate headache. Oh! Wait, I missed what happened. What happened? This is the third day. My blue candle is in there. I took the bath. Okay. What? Pretty Nikki, I'm missing. My 19-year-old is really feeling it. Yes. Okay. This is for everybody right now. You want to be cautious. Who's getting in your auric field right now? Right now. Right now. Be cautious. Nikki, if you got some smudge or something, or Palo Santos, if you're using Palo Santo, make sure you smudge his head. Okay? Or either have him go wash the head. If he just got it cut and they didn't wash, go wash it again. And put some rosemary essential oil. Get a couple drops of rosemary oil and put that through. And if you got that myrrh, get that myrrh and anoint his crown. Okay? Anoint it. And just do that mother thing. All right? Be cautious of where you're getting your hair done. If you're going in getting your hair braided, you're going in there getting your hair colored, you might not want to be doing that right now until we get past this solar eclipse. Because everybody's going through their stuff and their process, and they're letting go of their little attachments, and stuff can't stay with them. So, hello? Oh, no. Oh. Make sure you get that oil on his head, and if he needs to, have him cover it for the next 24 hours, because he needs to have his sacred space back to him. All right? Because this energy is whipping up. I'm telling y'all, the way this plasmic light is coming in, it's hitting us in waves. It's going boom. It's like electricity. Stefan described it perfect. It's like electricity. It's like Mother Earth is getting shock therapy. Well, what do you think's happening to the bottom of our feet and our heels? If your heels and your feet are sore, and you're trying to figure out why are my feet healed, they're so sore, crampy like. You're getting shocked because she's getting pushed all that energy. She's got to be able to integrate it at a rapid speed because she's got all us on her. And if we're not doing the work, we're just a hindrance to her. All the ones walking around, you don't even know who you are no more. You're dragging yourself out, drinking yourself out. You are a vessel for dark ones to come in and ride the wave on you, hijacking your ass. There's a lot of hijacked people out there. And you can see it when a person gets hijacked. It's actually kind of scary because they can be standing and looking. Then all of a sudden you see a glitch. And then you see that glare come into their eyes. That person just checked out. Somebody else is in there. And then they pop off and say something stupid. They get a rise. Somebody's looking to feed. Somebody wants some loosh. All right? Watch. Pay attention this weekend. How crazy it's going to get this weekend. We haven't even had the solar eclipse yet. We only had the lunar. And that energy is still going. And now need I say more? All right. So everybody understand what I'm saying? Game on. So when your codes come in, that's what we're going to be doing. You got to anchor those codes. I know, and I worked this weekend. Yes. Just saying. Okay, watch going into your grocery stores. If you got to go and get something, go early before the cuckoo for Cocoa Puff people get in there. And the NPCs walking around. I'm stuck on replay. Wake the hell up. I'm sorry. That just, sorry. All right. So that's the deal of the teaching, and I will be in later on, probably in another couple hours on the Facebook page. So if you're coming in and you're going to do it, sign up. Okay? Get in there. All you have to do is say, add me. You got to have Messenger, Facebook or something. I really didn't want to have to do it on there, but Spirit just said, put it there because then you can have the whole thing. And there's no trying to figure out what to do. You come on, pop on, everybody can come in and see you. What's the name of the page? Oh, thank you. See, look at you. Pretty Nikki, you're keeping me on track. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. Hopefully I can do it. Hopefully it'll let me go on. All you have to look for is, it's not opening. Oh, it's going to ask me for all of that. Okay, all you have to look for is your page of Pyramid Healing Group. Okay, Pyramid Healing Group. I think I put the light in there. Pyramid Healing Divine Light Group. It has a pyramid in there. So I have to go through and open this up, and it's not letting me do it. What I will do, I'll put the link in the community. I'll do it that way. So everybody will know what it looks like and put it in there. Okay, so you'll know what to go on. It's going to be in under groups. All you have to do, if you go into your Facebook and you go under the tag that says groups, hit the group tag and you'll see it in there. Okay, I'll put it in the community. Why didn't I think of that? I'll put it in community. So you'll know exactly, and it'll have the thing and you can go straight in. Okay. So what I will do, you're signing in and you want to be a part of that, I'll get you in the group. We'll do a quick introductory and then boom, we're going to hit it hard Saturday and Sunday. You're going to do all your work. I do the teachings all the way up until we get to the day before the solar eclipse. I'm going to keep the group up because after the solar eclipse, need I say more? I didn't have to say anything. You just saw the look on my face, right? All right. Let's just put it like this. The amount of energy that's going to hit us, that's hitting us right now, you have to be able to integrate it. You cannot integrate it from a place of judgment, hate, despair, feeling undeserving. Get me? You can't integrate it from there. This light coming in is going to expand through the heart. Some of you might even feel like you're having a heart attack. Now, I'm going to say this very gently as I can. If for whatever reason you had to do something that was put upon us 4 years ago, I'll put it that way, then that particular particles in the body is definitely going to interact with as much plasmic light as coming in. That's one of the saving grace reason why this is happening, is to help override and correct it. But it cannot be overrode or overridden if the individual does not claim their divine sovereign light and does not want to heal. And this goes across the board for anyone who is going through an illness and they've done everything underneath the moon and the doctors come back and tell you there's nothing we can do. Yeah, there is nothing that they can do. They have done everything on their end. What is the part you need to do in order to heal? And my bottom line in all the work that I've done and all the miracles I've seen is this. Are you staying or going? Which is it? Because the universe is going to support you in either way. And this is why a lot of families, they go through this guilt thing. They feel like they didn't do enough for a loved one. When someone's going through some kind of challenge in their body and everything's not working. Well, why is that person blocking it? When you have cancer, it means to eat at oneself. What are you eating at yourself? When it turns into a tumor, it means resentment. What are you resenting? Because now it's all capsulated and it's caught up in the tumor. That's what it's holding it for. You can't heal if you're not willing to heal. And healing is between you and Creator and you taking full responsibility for your healing. And that does not mean you go out for your loved one who's going through some challenges and go find a healer for that person And then you bring the healer to that person. And if that person still does not really want to heal and they really want to leave, they're still going to leave. A lot of times family members will do stuff just to appease the other family. But deep down inside, they give it up. All right. If you're staying, you're going to do the work. You're going to flip it. You're going to, if anyone's going through any kind of health challenge right now, this timeline that we're in right now is the energy you want to use, because this is where the miracle is going to come in. This is the energy that's coming in to help flip it. And you can't flip it if you're not going to be true to yourself and say, I'm staying. Because if you stay, you're going to get a new soul contract agreement for your mission. And you have to do it. You got to do it. You don't get to say, okay, heal me then. And then you turn around and say, I'll forget it. It's not going to work. So when you hear a doctor come back and say, oh, there's nothing else more can be done. If that person totally has given up and they want to cross over, we respect them, we honor that, and we tell you to journey well. But if you are still kind of on the fence and you haven't made a decision if you're staying or going, you got to make a decision. You got to either claim it, heal it, or go ahead and cross over. And when I work with people and they are in that place, that's the first thing I'm going to say to you. I'm going to say, hey, hi, how's it going? I just need to know one thing. Are you staying or going? Because I'm going to support you in any decision you make. But if you're going to stay, you got to be in it to win it. Now, sometimes when someone stays, it might be just to rectify things, just to get clarity on something, just to extend a little bit longer. And then finally, after everything's been said and everything's been forgiven and everything's laid aside, okay, I can let go now. Sometimes we have situations where the person was in a massive accident, they're in a coma, they're gone. Or they know it's a hot mess and they're going to come and say, I'm not going to be able to stay. It's going to be too much to try to rehabilitate this body for me to function in it. I don't want someone to take care of me in a vegetable state. That's the difference. That's the difference. Not if you got something that's sitting there, what are you still pissed off about? What are you still not speaking your truth on? What are you still trying to just smile and make everything okay, but deep down inside you're pissed as hell. You're so fucking angry, you still won't talk about it. You're still hanging on to it. Okay, here's a tumor. Here we go. That was one of my things I had to deal with today. Are you staying or going? And I'm very straightforward when I say it because I've been on both sides. It's beautiful over there. Who the hell wants to come back over here and you got to deal with all this crap? I get it. It feels good over there. It feels nice. Gosh, you forget. Oh, this is what love feels like. Wow. And then you come back and you're like, oh God, okay. All right, here we go. I'm ready. There's going to be a lot of flipping that takes place in these next 8 to 7 days. And it's going to be a very powerful junction to do it. Whatever you're going through in your life, whatever is not sitting right, whatever you've been sitting on the fence with, whatever's been hurting you, this is the time to break the contract with it. This is the time to say you're in it to win it. This is the time to step fully 100% in yourself and claim yourself. Because you know what? All souls are up for grabs. It's just a point of matter of what do they have to do? What can they do to get you to lower that light? To get you to fall in so much depression that you don't even value your light and you turn it off yourself. This is the time we're in. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. It doesn't matter how many prayers. It doesn't matter. It's really, what are you centered in the divinity of yourself, of who you are. Know thyself. Know how powerful you are. Know if you say you're in it to win. I've seen people on their deathbed. We're getting papers. And something happens to them and they wake the hell up. They get dressed, walk out of the hospital like nothing ever fucking happened. And they feel great and they go and live their lives. Then I see the ones that get it and they just lay down and die. Like my aunt. She wasn't happy with life. She goes into the doctors and they tell her, they look at her, her legs are all shriveled up. Her health is gone. She's deteriorating. It's like she's like dying. And they said, there's nothing we can do for you. We're going to go ahead and transfer you to a hospice care home. And then we'll put you in a program to make you comfortable. In the fucking ambulance, she's calling family to look for her son. She's signing papers and getting things in order from that hospital to the nursing home hospice care center. Before they can pull the gurney out and put her in, she holds her breath and dies. She didn't want to stay. She said, I'm done. That seems to be a thing on my side of the family and the women. We can exit that way at will. If I wanted to go, that's all I would have had to do. Just say, I'm not going to stay. So when I hear somebody say they're going to stay, but it's kind of like a weak answer, who are you appeasing? Because what's your real truth? I want the truth. This is where we are. You're either in it to win it, or you're just going to do what you got to do. This energy we're sitting in and getting pounded with is your chance. Fuck the gold, fuck the silver. I'm claiming my light. Because that shit ain't going to do nothing for me if I'm not standing in my light like I should be. That's just the truth of it. I'm keeping it real. And one of my biggest pet peeves, it ain't over until you say it's over. And you mean it. There is beauty in crossing over when you know you are done. I've seen that too. I've seen a medicine man that I never even got a chance to meet in person, I was on my way to go meet him. And his son was killed in an airplane crash. That was so devastational. He felt his soul of his son in limbo and lost and didn't know what to do. He leaves a note and medicine in a pouch with my name on it for me, and then lays down, closes his eyes, and dies. So he can go on the other side and help his son. When you're in it to win it, you'll win it. When you have to go do what you got to do, you'll go do what you got to do. This is why if you are dealing with someone who's sickly, who hasn't fully stepped into themselves to represent it, this is why they're not healing. Because they haven't really made the full commitment to stay. There's still something there. And you have to get in there and pull it out of them. And then you'll get the truth. The soul will tell you the truth. That's what our whole Spiral Light medicine is about. Is listening to when the soul is talking to you and when it's telling you what's going on. Many of you have opportunities when loved ones are going to cross over and you're listening to their tone and their vibration of their voice when they're talking. And as soon as they start talking about they see so-and-so, my spirit father, when he went to the funeral to go bury his father, he was seeing his father's spirit in the limo on the way to go bury his father. And his father's soul was there and he was seeing him. He's like, I saw him and then I was seeing other relatives behind him. My spirit father that week was having a lot of headaches and a lot of chest pain stuff. And before they went to their funeral, he was having heaviness in the chest. And he refused to go to the hospital to get checked. And when they got out, right there, he dropped dead of a heart attack on the day he was going to go bury his dad. And one of my sisters up in here was with me the day when I got that call, and I was in Shasta on the mountain. We had to stay an extra night because I was so... And I had did some kind of ceremony on the mountain, and I sung a certain song and a rattle, and I didn't know why I was singing it. Because someone had crossed over. Okay. So, I don't know who was meant to hear that, but it was really important for you to hear that. My spirit father, he is Taino. So, if you are a healer, that's probably one of your greatest challenges, is how do you convince someone to stay in it, and then something happens, they cross over, and then you're feeling like, did I do it right? What did I not see? How could this happen? What prayers, what ceremony, what did we not do? How come all that stuff comes up. Okay. So we're going to jump into the medicine, and I will link the link into for the group for free if you want to learn the pyramid medicine. So it would be my honor to share that medicine with you. All I ask out of respect is just be respectful with it and walk with it well. Because one day I won't be here on this planet. But it sure to hell would be nice to know that I've made some impressionable imprints on people that will help them along the way. And then some, and then some, and then some. All right? That's how I look at it. Feels good to me. Good. What movie was that from? Good. Oh. Okay, we're going to look at our healing one. And I have to make more of my coasters. I'm so excited. Cutting out circles, making my frequency coasters. And I like it when people say, yeah, my water is so silky. I love it. I said, of course you do. Couldn't have it any other way. All right, we're going to keep this part of it kind of straight to the point. Okay, what am I doing, you guys? All right. And then tomorrow we'll be diving in. And just know you come into the pyramid group, you're going to have some fun. And I think I'm going to go with a grid. And I got a lot of work to do tonight. It's been such a busy day. I've been like, man, I'm starting off with a bang. Floodgates are open. Ooh. That's what's happening. The floodgates are open. And we're going to do an activation code for this read. We'll just do that. And you're probably going to feel a lot of, whoa, where are you guys running off to? You're probably you're probably going to feel like a lot of pressure in the third eye and in the crown today. Yes! Out of nowhere when we were doing the violent light goes into December. Oh, yeah, they love to do that. They love to do that. I love that. All right, here we are. Let's take a first look. We're going to go into the Oracle of the Universe. So, we have Aries, motivation, constellation. She is beautiful. Being motivated. This energy is going to motivate your butt. It'll make you feel sleepy. It'll make you feel kind of hungry. Okay. Motivation. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, your questions today. Befriend the word polarize. Befriend the word polarize. In the constellation of Aries, which is motivation, how are you befriend the word polarize? A number 25 card. This polarize is this. How can you speak more honestly and directly in your life? How can you speak more honestly and directly in your life? It's the journal prompt today. Is there something about yourself that you have been hiding in order to play it safe in the world? What the hell have you been hiding to play it safe in the world? Okay. Rewrite your bio for your eyes only. No one else will see it, So let it flow. Some starting points. What do you stand for? What fires you up? What are your dreams? That's a good one. Rewrite your bio. Only for yourself. What does it stand for? What fires you up? What are your dreams? That's a good one. Okay, that's a good point. Your second one is going to be the sacred flow of yes. The sacred flow of yes. The sacred flow of yes. Here it is. Is there something you are being stubborn about? What are you being stubborn about? What are you being stubborn about? What are you forcing instead of going, or what are you forcing instead of going around? What new skills could you acquire to help you level up and get above those barriers? Okay? What are you forcing yourself to go around on? But what barriers are there that's blocking you, keeping you from leveling up? Here's your last one. Are you seeing challenges in your life as failures when they are really just lessons and guided posts? What are you seeing in your life that's a challenge? What's the guided post? Okay, what's the challenge? Okay, those are your journal prompts for tonight. And they're good ones too. The rest of the read goes like this. Create that sacred space. Create that space. Look at that light coming in. It's coming in. Yeah, create space for more of that light to come in. Yeah. I love it. That's a good one. I'm like, oh. What's the healing? Oh, you're gonna love this one because I say this all the time. Number 21. Would you please just love your body? Love your body. Love yourself. Please love your body. That's your healing for yourself. Love your body. Love your body. Love your body. Love your body. Love body. Love your body. I didn't get enough food in me and water today, so you're stuck with this right now. Okay. 01. The first card, emotions, Black Moonstone. Working with that Black Moonstone. That's a beautiful stone to work with. I love that stone. From the divine teachers, divine guidance. Oh God, okay. Jeez. Satnam Kumar. I think I said it right. Open channels, signs, codes, downloads, and sacred information. Yes. This is hitting today. It is really hitting hard today. So you just better make space. Here it comes, because the card right behind that for the sacred geometry, number 43. Oh, look, 7. Transition. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence in our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. The activation for this message today is going to be card. I picked out 3 Lemurians today. And look what comes up. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. Yeah, get those Lemurians out. They are humming now. All right, lovelies, I'm going to put the group thing in the community group, so you'll know exactly where to go. And it's easy. All you have to do is just go to the group part of Facebook and you'll go right in and you'll see it. And then just put yourself on there that you want to go in. I'm probably going to change some settings just a little bit. I got it for public viewing, but I also have it pretty locked down on private. So once I get everyone in, I'm locking it down, and other people are not going to be able to get in there. That's just how I roll. So it went a lot easier than trying to get in Telegram. I couldn't find a group thing. Tried to find it on my Instagram. I'm like, what the hell is this? Just put it. I don't like Facebook. It's not about what you like and what you don't like. Just put it there and it'll help the people. Okay, fine. Anyway. All right, lovelies. We are on day 2. Stay in your light. I will be back on here in a few. Give me a couple hours or so. And don't worry if you can't get in. I'm going to be looking for you to get you into the group. And then, like I said, I won't be closing that door until tomorrow. Okay, so everybody still has time to get in. Because we'll go full on hard for that first good teaching of the pyramid. So you can actually feel it, what it feels like, and you can be a carrier of it. Okay. All right. Be good to yourself. Much love. I will see you soon. And we will be back again doing day 3 of the portal work. Just rewrite yourself. That's all you got to do. And love yourself. Be so light.